If I was Nikola Jokic, I'd be shrugging too, if I'm being honest. I would be shrugging too because, man, the Denver Nuggets are, where are they right now? They're not doing particularly great. They were the 9th seed before tonight. They actually won a game, which is pretty big. They won a game, and they are still the 9th seed. There's nothing that he can do. There's nothing he can do. They might be ahead if the Suns go and blow it to the Magic. Like, that game's still going on, and it's like a 3-point game with 7 minutes to go. So, like, if they do blow it, they are right back in this, but you just never know. But before we get on to that, if you guys are new to the channel, subscribe. Doing Hoopsmith's uploading 10 videos every single day throughout the month of December. And we are trying to hit 10,000 subscribers in this month. If we can get to 7.9k by the end of the day, don't think we will, but that would be absolutely insane. Again, we're going for 10k by Christmas. And it's gonna be a tough one. Like, it's gonna be a bit of a grind. Either way, though, we gotta talk about Nikola Jokic. We gotta talk about the best player in the world. Is he gonna win the MVP this year? I mean, maybe. Like, I'm not actually wouldn't be that annoyed if this one Luka wins. Like, if the Mavs end as the 2nd seed and Luka goes and, like, averages nearly a 30-point triple-double and they're the 2nd seed and Denver in the play-in, yes, Luka's going to win the MVP. And that's not a knock on Jokic, who is the best player in the world. I think there's a big difference between who is the MVP right now and who is the best player in the world. And I mean, well, not big difference right now, but there's a difference between the league MVP and the best player in the world. The league MVP is not always the best player in the world. Like, Steve Nash was not the best player in the world, but I don't think he didn't deserve those MVPs. Definitely deserved the second one. Like, the second one, at the time, the only argument was Kobe. And back with the criteria for MVP back in the day, in today's day, yes, Kobe would have won, but we can't put today's criteria. Team winning meant much more in the past. And yes, you can argue that that's a bad thing, but that means that we can, like, with a fine-tooth comb, like, discount a bunch of MVPs. It means every single MVP in the 90s or in the 60s should have been Will Chamberlain. Like, Will Chamberlain should have, like, he should have 10 league MVPs then by that logic. And he doesn't. So, how many does he have? Like, he has only got 4. He's only got 4 MVPs. He didn't win MVP a year he averaged 50. So, if we want to talk about Kobe, like, then Jordan should have, how many should Jordan have? When it's not about the season and record matters, and there's a lot of things. And voter fatigue has mattered since the beginning of time. Either way, though, like, Jokic is just, he's just another level. He's just another level. Like, the man's even out here doing the Angel Reese. Like, he is even out here pulling a freaking Angel Reese in an NBA game. And, I mean, how many offensive rebounds is he going to get? I don't know what's wrong with the loading of this video, but, like, he got hacked right there. Like, chasing his own shot. He did the Moses Malone. I'm just going to search the word Jokic, see what happens. Oh, by the way, this was ridiculous. This was absolutely ridiculous. I need to go full court. I need to go full screen on this. This is absolutely ridiculous. Give him 25 in the first half. He just pulled from half court. And then what does he do? And the first thing he does, by the way, pulls from half court. The whole team are celebrating he's getting back on defense. This is when you know when it's like, this is a guy who literally just wants to win. He shoots from Caitlin Clark range. And the whole team are celebrating, and he's sprinting back on defense. Like, he's making sure they can't go and get a score, whereas every other person on the floor is celebrating. Everyone knows they're not going for a full court heave or a half court heave. Jokic is, nah. For Jokic, the play is all that matters. The play is all that matters. Like, Jokic in December, 28, he's averaging 39, 15, and 9 in December. 39, 15, and 9. He's having the greatest spell of games ever. Like, peak for peak. Horseman, like, gets paid. They say Boardman gets paid, man, Horseman gets paid. And this is, again, against a good Atlanta Hawks team. What the hell happened against the Wizards? Just what happened? Like, did the Wizards just show up or something? Like, if Jamal Murray, Jokic is the only person who can stop the Celtics if Jamal Murray wasn't washed. Jamal Murray got paid and then stopped caring. He's one of the many players in today's day and age that once they get paid, they stop caring about basketball. And it's not like once they get their money, once they get their real money. And it's funny, like, I looked through one of my tabs and I literally clicked onto a video said, "Are the Hawks legit?" From Burdens. Got 3 minutes into the video and yeah, I mean, it was funny. That was actually opened on one of the tabs on my computer. And we go and have the Nikola Jokic fella drop 50 on their heads. And to be fair, what's their names did score 73 on them. Luka did last year. But they're better. The Hawks are better this year. Like, they actually have some defense this year. Like, you can put Arisa Shea and Dyson Daniels on people this year. Like, nobody's dropping 73 on him this year. We have Jokic. And Jokic did on under 30 shots as well. Like, by the way, do you guys want to know, Jokic is, I'm not joking when I say this, his shots per minute were basically the same as what Bronny James shot yesterday in Summer League. I think it's like one difference in shot per minute. But, like, we've never seen anything like Jokic. We've actually never seen, like, another triple-double back-to-back 50. He got in for 48. He had 41, I think, going into the fourth. And at this stage, if he gets 50, 48, I don't think he cares that much about that. Like, I think, again, the most impressive thing about this clip is the fact the whole team are celebrating and he's trying to guard on Onyeka Okongwu. Or is it Onyeka Okongwu? Or DeAndre Hunter? Is that DeAndre Hunter guarding him? No, there's DeAndre Hunter. That's Okongwu, is it? Either way, genuinely, that's the biggest takeaway from this, is him sprinting back on defense after he just scored his 25th point of a half. We've been telling people for years that Jokic could average 30 plus anytime he wanted to. And that's the funniest thing, was that Jokic would average like 24 points per game, and it's like, oh, he's not averaging 30, and it's like, well, what can you say now about Jokic? Like, this was before last night's game, I think. Has he dropped under the 10 assists per game mark? He's about to drop under the 10 assists per game. So he's about to drop under the averaging a triple-double. But, like, that doesn't include the last game. I'm pretty sure this 31.4 doesn't include his last game. It may or may not, but, like, he's second to Giannis in points per game. He's averaging 14 rebounds per game, and he's doing it on 56% from the field and 50% from three. He's shooting 56-50. Like, what? These are the most outrageous offensive numbers. And Jokic is not a bad defender. Like, he's not. He's not a great defender. He's not a great rim protector. He's not a bad defender. I'm being dead serious. He is not a bad defender at all. And if you watch Jokic, positionally he's good. And he's not this freaky athletic rim protector. He's not going to be able to guard in space too well. But positionally, he's really, really good. Jokic this season, yeah. Jokic, and he came out with 48 points as well. Like, he subbed, he checked out of the game. Well, this is awkward. This is awkward. That's 1-3 now. Either way, though, obviously Luka's... Look, they're the two best players in the world. And the funniest thing is that, like, Luka's dad is Serbian, I'm pretty sure. Like, doncic is definitely... doncic is a Serbian name, isn't it? Like, I would assume... No, he's born in Serbia. Oh, sorry, he's born in Slovenia. Ljubljana's capital of Slovenia. So, I'm pretty sure his dad... Is his dad Serbian? So, Sasha Doncic is... Okay, no, he was Slovenian. Why did someone tell me that he could play for Serbia if he wanted to? Okay, no. So yeah. Doncic, the family is of Serbian descent. He could have played for Serbia if he wanted to. But that's the thing. Imagine these two could have been on the same team at the international level. And the funny thing is, you're saying like, oh, they're ball dominant, they need to play. It's like, man, trust me, they've both played in European systems. They could both play together if they wanted to. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Jokic, by far the best player in the world. But unless they get a top 6 seed, he probably won't win MVP based on the criteria we've seen. You have to at least be in the playoffs to win an MVP.